Hey there, this is Nick with Pinnacle Roofing, and I am up on a roof, and let's just flip this camera around and show you what I'm seeing. So when I first got up on this roof, I started looking around. It looked like it's a pretty decent roof. You know, there's not a lot wrong with it. It looks like it's fairly new. A couple minor things going on. You know, we've got a couple exposed nail heads. It's pretty common. Tar strips are showing. But otherwise, I mean, the roof doesn't look bad at all until you start to look a little bit closer. Well, maybe not that close. This one right here is obviously we got some shingles that are kind of falling apart, coming off the roof. We've got some like scuff marks that are going on, but this one is obviously a little tear in the underlayment. You can see the ice and water shield up underneath there. That's that other stuff that's underneath. But this is pretty critical. And the tenant was showing me that there's a leak coming down right at the bottom here. So what I think is happening is you got water getting up underneath these shingles, obviously underneath the underlayment. It gets on top of the ice and water, but it never really makes its way out on top of the roof until it's all the way down there. Ice and water runs down the entire valley, and then it comes in a little bit lower once it's down up into that area, following, you know, this roof slope and those trusses down where it finally drips. But yeah, we do have a couple other shingles that are kind of sliding down here. So obviously we got a little bit of need for repair on this roof. Let me go ahead and walk down here a little bit further and show you what I'm seeing here. But this is what we call a gutter return. Obviously there's no gutter, but when you have water that hits one specific spot, it can get up under here and work its way up underneath the roof. And I think it's just hitting that wall and then coming down there. I already caulked this area. This looked like there was a little bit of kind of like a crack in the spot. So I hit that with some caulk already and kind of filled that. There was a little crack seam right here between the sheets of metal, and that could have been it as well. So went ahead and filled that one. That's more of a temporary repair, but obviously we've got a little bit bigger of a deal coming on with this up here. Not a full roof replacement we're looking at today, you know, so good news there, but definitely got to fix these shingles.